Hello, ciao everybody. Hope you having a good night. Um, uh, the Scudetto this year. Um, it is the 100-year anniversary of Agnelli, but many decisions have gone Inter's way. But they like to say that this is Ubuntu, so they get all the decisions. Blah 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 blah. But have they looked at all the penalty decisions in the Super Copa and the Coppa Italia? So um, yeah, they Chiesa got fouled, and then they didn't call the foul there against Inter. They got the equalizer in the Derby d'Italia. So Inter have definitely gotten the decisions this year, and their kit sponsor is Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus has the TV rights over Serie A. So if they have the TV rights over Serie A on Paramount Plus, is the Scudetto red for Inter? Maybe. But what makes this very interesting is the clubs have dropped points against the same teams. Bologna won, Juventus won. That was a draw. Oh, let me out. Bologna 2, Inter 2. Oh, wow. Team that made the Champions League final, they drew against the same club that Juventus drew against Sassuolo. Juventus 2, Sassuolo 4. And Juventus is the Inter 1, Sassuolo 2. Oh, Inter lose against Sassuolo as well. And then Genoa at away at Genoa at the Stadio Luigi Fries. Juventus won, Genoa won. Yeah, Alegria. Juventus should have got a penalty that game, anyways. I think there's a foul against Inter on the first goal that wasn't called. But Robertos, police. Chiesa was fouled, and 30 seconds later, Inter score. Why is that? Because I feel that there is a conspiracy out there. If Paramount Plus is the sponsor of Inter Milan, that they want Inter Milan to win the Scudetto. Now, what complicates things, what makes things more sense is that Inter is facing bankruptcy because the Chinese economy is hurting, and assuming they're not handling the finances of Inter, and Inter may have new owners. So, Inter, their pockets are hurting, the owners are hurting. They may or may not be taken over by some Arab group out there, or God forbid, if you're an international American owner. These people are the worst. I mean, they are the worst, and obviously, uh, they got rid of Maldini in Milan. So these American owners don't care about the culture, or the match, or the tradition uh, of uh, of the teams. They're ruthless, and I just really scared. If it's all rigged for Inter to win the Scudetto, because Paramount Plus has the TV rights of Serie, and Inter, their kit owner, is sponsored by Paramount Plus. So if all these rigged decisions for the real Juventus continue, then it's because Paramount Plus is a kid sponsor. They want the Paramount Plus sponsor to win the Scudetto. So this still remains a robbery club. It still does remain a robbery club. And there's still a shit team that cannot beat Real Madrid or Barcelona in the Champions League, even though this club right here defeated Real Madrid and Barcelona in the Champions League. They need to beat two Portuguese clubs and a mediocre Milan club to make the final last year. Please, they are not a real contender for the Champions League. They are not. They are not. I remain paranoid about the Scudetto. This is a 100-year anniversary of Angelli. Why can't Juventus win? Why can't Juventus defeat Roma to get back within 2 points of this championship, of the Campionato, of the Scudetto? Why not? Why not Juventus? Is this vile Interista prick Jose Mourinho going to fuck things over? Maybe, maybe not. But the match is at Torino. Juventus should win. Juventus should. If Juventus drop points against Genoa, Inter drop points against Genoa, then Juventus should take advantage. And Dybala may or not be available. So if Dybala is not available, then Juventus must take advantage. The 80 million pound transfer from Fiorentina. Vlahovic, you have to hit your chances. You have to. You have to. You have to. No ifs or buts. I can't make excuses and say that Allegri's not giving you enough chances to score. You have to score. It's a mentality thing if you're not taking the penalty. So it's a mentality thing if you're not taking the penalty at Genoa in case it takes the penalty instead of you. But, I mean, it shows the bottom mentality of Inter that they can't take their chances in a game like this to just dominate the Scudetto. They bottled the Scudetto for over 20 years until before the raid Cacciapoli, where Inter were guilty of the same offenses as the other clubs. But they owned Telecom Italia, so this is where Inter have orchestrated the conspiracy to create a monopoly over Serie. So this is why this is a very vile, dirty club. But no, it's all Rubatos, police. This other club is not a bunch of virgins. They're not a bunch of virgins. They're not. They cannot win on the pitch. They have to win through the court system. I swear to God. But if the Juventus loses Scudetto without European football, then it's going to come down to the manager. It's going to come down to the tactics. It's going to come down to the tactics, really. You have to take it. This is Juventus Football Club. You have Vlahovic, you have Chiesa, you have world-class defenders back there. You have Gatti, you have Bremer, you have Danilo. There's just no excuse. You have to get rid of Allegri if they don't win this Scudetto. I hope it's not rigged for Inter. It may be rigged for, maybe not rigged for Inter. Paramount Plus, the kid sponsor. Paramount Plus has TV rights over Serie. No wonder why they're getting all these fucking decisions. No wonder why they're getting all these garbage-ass decisions. It might as well be a fix to say, well, no, you want those get all the decisions. You want those get all the decisions. Police. The FIGC was pissed off of Juventus wanting to form the Super League, so Inter got all the decisions against Juventus. But are you guys Juventus? Are you not Juventus? Are you guys a bunch of ropes? Or are you not a bunch of ropes? I swear to God, such a dirty garbage club. Swear to God, you deserve to be tortured losing that Champions League final, you bunch of motherfuckers. You deserve to lose the Champions League final to be tortured like that. You deserve the torture. I swear to God. All I hear is bottlers in the final. Well, guess what? Lukaku bottled that Champions League final. Guess what? Feel the other energy around. Feel that. You guys are fake pretenders in Europe. You guys are not Champions League contenders. You're not Champions League contenders until you go through Real Madrid and Barcelona and Bayern before the final. You guys are fakes, I swear to God. You lose a match like that, I swear to God, you motherfuckers. You guys are a fake-ass club. And think about this. They're without Pogba. They're without Fagioli. And Juventus are within 2 points of Inter during a win against Roma this week. I swear to God. You know Juventus is a greater club. You know it's got to be rigged if these rigged decisions continue. And you scored the foul. Genoa got fouled on the goal that Inter scored today. The Genoa got fouled on the goal that Inter scored. I swear to God. I swear to God, because Inter are owned by Paramount Plus. Of course, of course, of course. Of course. It has nothing to do with no 100-year anniversary of Agnelli. It has to do with Paramount Plus. The TV sponsor of Serie they are the kid sponsor of Inter Milan. So the Scudetto is robbed. Of course, the sponsor of who owns the TV rights of the entire world of the Campionato, Inter Milan, the real rooms of the Scudetto, the real rooms. Let's overcome Inter. Let's overcome the refs. Let's overcome them all because we are Juventus. Fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Fino alla fine. I cannot even bet on this championship the rest of the year because it has to be rigged to get Juventus. Obviously, the small club mentality of Inter. They even tried to score at Torino. This is a weak-minded mentality. It is. It is a weak-minded mentality. It is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I should be able to rant about this because it's true. It's true. All these freaking decisions. The foul on the Genoa player, on the Inter goal. Please. What? But you want to steal all the decisions from the referee? Please, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Oh my, no. Watch the Supercoppa 2021. Watch the Coppa Italia final 2022. You see that fake plastic diver Martinez? There's never ever a penalty. But the FIGC was pissed off at Agnelli that he wanted the Super League. So, of course, Inter getting all the decisions and they're getting all the trophies. It was payback against the Super League from Agnelli, of course. But only Juventus get decisions. Please, no. Inter have got all the ref help out there. Please, despite no Fagioli and Pogba, if a Juventus win only 2 points back, this is a small club mentality. But anyway, even if Inter win the Scudetto, it is, this still is a terrible decision to let Pepe Marotta go. Pepe Marotta, he could have remained with Juventus, but Juventus let him go, so ultimately, that's the fault of Juventus if Pepe Marotta goes and he goes to Inter and he builds the Scudetto. He builds the Scudetto. He does. He builds the Scudetto. Pepe Marotta, if he was with Juventus would still be on top of the table. They would be. But Pepe Marotta is with Inter now, and that's the fault of Juventus. It really is the fault of Juventus. Yes, Sirski. Who are you? Which fan of you of the NFL? Is it we as the Cowboys or the Niners or all these Niners are here? Only I can predict when the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl again. I own that franchise. Well, your Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl. At least before we get to the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, the Niners are going to lose and choke because this team is fool's gold. It's just a real life reenactment of the gold rush. These 41er fans are upset, but I'm telling this franchise, you guys, all the gold mines have been discovered. There's no more gold mines to be found. You guys are still fool's gold. You don't have a quarterback. Joe Montana Golden Domers, 49ers, they gold rush. Of course. But anyway, I need to get to bed. To get through the early morning soccer action. 49ers they're just saying themselves a failure. I mean, it's that easy. Cowboys 65 on the road. Philadelphia 65. It's that easy. It's the third time's a charm. Of course, of course, of course. It can be that easy. The Cowboys, they were founded on the day that the conference title game. But the Cowboys are not going to make it. Las Vegas has other plans. This is a perfect year to be a Cowboy hater. Go with the Cowboys. Sure as hell, I don't like Cowboys, but this is the year the Cowboys are going to win. The Cowboys! Just pick the way you're going to go with the Cowboys. You can't go wrong with that. Because that's how you're like, and you can know that the Silver Helmets going to win at the Silver State of Nevada, then of course it makes complete sense it's going to happen that way. Of course. I need to get ready for tomorrow. Gerard Bland will high step in prime time to the end zone. Need it ready for tomorrow. All these white fans think no black quarterbacks can ever win a Super Bowl. Then these people are bait for the sports books. You have 40 Weiner. It's a Weiner fan base. Okay, your family members, you own your family after January 28th. You own your family. They're property of you because you own your family after the Cowboys beat the 49ers and win the Super Bowl. Your family is your property. Oh, we're going to be laughed at. We're going to be all the above. A Cardinals fan going with the Cowboys and beat the 49ers, a dream come true. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. I miss my cousin's wedding. She listened to see how my Cowboys family can go into the New Jersey to see the Super Bowl. My cousin's a dream come true. Oh, my mom. It's been over 10 years since I seen you. Oh, Mama. You see, this is the dream come true. We're going to win the Super Bowl. You see, we already won. God, Murray's from Texas. A Texas native wins after this year. You see, y'all understand right here. Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson. Why just write the script? This is the actual script. Well, Cardinals makes all the money for the NFC. They do, because no one thinks they're going to win. They make the money for the NFC. All these Kyler haters, he's great. He is. I mean, he went like 9-1 or something, like 11-5 or something, you know? I mean, they were the number one seed. They started 8-1 in 2021. I know Kyler can ball. He started 8-1 in 2021. The energy, and Cliff Kingsbury's not a good coach. So, you know, this guy can ball. Marvin Harrison's going to the Cardinals. They're going to lose every game, whatever. I think they should shut down Kyler, but he's going to still play in Philadelphia and compete. You just like to see a guy go out there and compete and ball without his wide receivers, without Hollywood Brown, you know. Kyler's better than the fraud Jalen Hurts. He's a fraud. He's a product of the system. He couldn't make it out here in Arizona. He's only the product of a good system. Kyler Murray, he knows the adversity, all of that. Jalen Hurts is a fraud, is a product of the system. He's not a real quarterback. The Rams suck. Well, they're not going to win against the Niners. They can beat the Lions, but they will not beat the Niners. They will not beat the Warriors. What? There. 40 wide. 40 wide. What? Oh my God. He's been a 41 coach since Jim Harbaugh was a coach. He's been crying about the Rams. Frank Gore. Oh, they got away with Debo Samuel. Oh, you're not the better team. He forgot about the Dallas Cowboys. Look, take a look at that cocksucker when he loses the NFC title game again. He's a victim playing excuses. He's a victim like victim pool. Victim pool. Liverpool always a victim. Oh, you're out to get us. They're out to get us. They're out to get us. These are not champions. These are losers. They're crybabies. They're crybabies. So yeah. Cowboys win, and then we move on. We move on. We move on the next year. We move on next year. Jim Harbaugh, it's between the Bills and the Chargers for me for Jim Harbaugh. They'll give the job to Antonio. You'll beat the Bills. You got to fire that McDermott guy when he loses the wild card game. You got to fire that guy. You got to get Jim Harbaugh. The Bills is the perfect opportunity. The garbage Patriots and the garbage Jets. It's like if you have Josh Allen. It's like if he can correct him. Alex Smith had 17 touchdown passes in 2011. He played very conservative football. They won 13 games. So, if you limit the turnovers from Josh Allen, I think Jim Harbaugh's got a good system going with Josh Allen. And honestly, if he was able to, he made an NFC title game with Alex Smith. And that speaks volumes of Jim Harbaugh, that if he has a real franchise quarterback, which Alex Smith is not, which Colin Kaepernick is not, Jim Harbaugh will get the Super Bowl that was rigged against them in Super Bowl 47. So here we go. Here we go. The Ravens 49ers sign up. It's not going to be a double whammy. It's not going to happen, but we still get excited. Super Bowl matchup with the Cowboys and the Chiefs. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.